Eze, obviously, everyone's happy about it. But the good thing that I was happy about is the fact that we're not only signing Eze, we're looking for a winger as well. Because I think some of us were under the consensus that if Eze comes in, he's going to be our winger, our left winger, which I disagree with. I still think we need an out.
Nah, he's more central.
I think we need an
I don't
out
mind. I don't
energy.
mind where he's gonna play. Just get him in my team. He's. I went to Arsenal, Crystal Palace when they beat us and Mateta scored that goal from distance.
Oh, the 2-2 draw.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
draw, yeah, the draw, yeah.
Yeah.
The draw. I went
His
there.
first time
He
finishing is
was
crazy.
unbelievable.
Yeah, man.
Like he was ripping us. Like and with like when you go in person and you see a player play and you're like, well, no, he's cold.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the TV don't do certain players justice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because
like
it's showing,
Thomas Muller,
showing
for
other
example. I went to
yeah.
see Thomas Muller when we played Bayern. I was like,
Bro.
this guy's so cold. But he's one of them.
Yeah.
He'll come to Arsenal. He's so technical. And I said before, me and Matt, we said we don't have enough technical players. He brings all of that to Arsenal Football Club, man.
Yeah, and I think what he does as well is that he's completed dribbles is crazy. Like he takes the ball when he looks up and he's like, bro, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna bun a man. And again, we don't have that. We do not have that. But the main thing, I don't know if you guys saw this as well. I put it on my TikTok. But in a match, minimum per game, he's given 3 clear cut chances.
Yeah,
really?
3, yes. Per game, per 90.
That's a very good start.
3
very good
clear-cut chances, guys. Right?
Yeah.
And then he's doing that at Crystal Palace. Imagine what he's going to do at Arsenal.
No, but they got players like Munoz running in, and then they've got what's that? Ismail Assar. I think he's cold as well.
He's not cold.
You got players like Mateta.
He's all right.
You don't think Ismail? No, he's cold.
Nah. I wouldn't have him at Arsenal. Are you mad?
But this is the
I'll take
thing
him
with
on
the
the
whole
bench.
thing about Eze, yeah. I feel like we don't have a profile like him in the squad, and I think that is what is quite refreshing. It's like we don't really have someone who we know is capable in midfield as well as like cool. He wouldn't be elite on the left, in my opinion. He wouldn't be elite, but he would be because he's still good enough to play there. But like it's having those players as options in your squad that are the things that kick you on to win an elite title, to challenging on all 4 fronts, because we've seen it with teams gone by. It's like when you look at the City teams previously, when they're having Sane, Mahrez, Sterling, Jesus, like even then back then Aguero. It's like they're having like a good like 4 or 5 attackers who can play majority of positions across the front line. It's like you need these players because you're going to go.
Liverpool has that now.
Exactly. Literally, we saw it last season. It's like we're gonna go into this season, and if we want to compete on these fronts, these are the kind of players you need. And it's like Arteta, Arteta loves the utility man. He does. So
he does.
if you have a utility man that's actually of good quality as well, that can play majority positions in the midfield as well as on the front line as well, it's almost a no-brainer. And you know what it is as well? The fact that he got rejected from Arsenal and left when he was 13.
Written in the stars.
That's the real
returning.
remontada.
Exactly. That's the real remontada. That's a bar. That's a real remontada right there, man.
Yeah,
It's like that's the kind of player who you want at the club. You saw Richard was saying today how he's like giving the green light to the whole situation because he knows he loves Arsenal in his heart. So it's like obviously, for the sake of like the footballing story, I'd be sad for Palace for losing a player of his quality because he is good, and especially what he does for Palace. But for us, you know what I'm saying? I say that every day of the week, man.
I couldn't give a
Palace. I don't care about no Palace.
You know what? As well, though?
them,
You know the one thing people are forgetting, and it's a massive thing. When teams play Arsenal and we have a fully Philip, who's the one player they double mark and they triple mark?
Saka.
Saka.
Yeah.
We now suddenly, if we get an Eze, have someone else where they're like, yo, we can't double mark Saka now. Because man like Eze, we've seen him on the ball, how he dribbles, how he progresses the ball. And in our team, like Chef said, we spoke about it before, we don't have someone of that technical or enough of that technical ability and a progressor with the ball. We don't really have play like Declan Rice does it at times, and then the chance creates, and you think, but he's still not that player. He's not the attacking player.
He's not elite in the final third, so it doesn't always end up still creating a chance. Even though the bursts are good, but he doesn't have that quality in the final third.
Exactly. And also the last thing as well, when I look at players like Eze, my gauge is I'll go back and look at how they played against the top 4, top 5. And when I go back to Eze, and this was the same with Trossard. If you remember when we signed Trossard, I went, he banged hat-trick against Liverpool. I look at Eze, bro. I remember when they lost 1-0 Liverpool on that, when they were going to go unbeaten. He ripped him up himself. He would just, and while I like when he plays, it's the nonchalance. I want someone with a bit of, not everything.
A bit of swag. Yo, I got this. Don't worry, I got this.
Bro, when he scored a goal, look at me in the clock in. Look at me, just stand there. Yeah,
man just there, just like.
Yeah, I love it.
I love it.
And you know what? Him and Saka, you know they'll have their own celebration already planned. You know
The link up is real. The link up is going to be way too much, man. The link up is going to be way too much. But yeah, I think we all agree that we want to see this guy at the club, right?